Hello buddies, how you doing? This is Joshua Esnard, the CEO of The Cut Buddy. Haven't seen you guys in a while, but I had to come back to show you the new Bald Buddy design and how to use it. I think it's important for you to learn how to have the right regimen when you're shaving your head. And the most important thing about shaving your head is not the Bald Buddy. It's about your pre-shave regimen and your post-shave regimen. This is just a tool that works very well, but if you don't take care of your head before and after, then you might face irritation. So let's talk about skincare, and then we'll talk about shaving, and then we will do a post-shave care part, all right? The most important thing that people miss out on is skincare. You're bald, there's hair. You gotta think of it as a farm where you're growing plants. You gotta water the plants, you gotta give the plants fertilizer, but you gotta till the land, you gotta take care of the soil. If you don't take care of the soil, then your plants are not gonna be healthy. So the most important thing before you start to shave to avoid irritation is exfoliation. Exfoliation is the number one thing, because if you do not exfoliate or clean your head, then your head will be dirty, so that when you are shaving, whether it be with a razor or a shaver or clipper, that means that you are plowing dirt, grime, soil, lotions, or any mold or anything that has been sitting on your head. And I know it doesn't look like you have mold or dirt or grime on your head, but you do. Just look under a microscope and you'll see all the millions of particles and bacteria and things on your head. Most important thing to do is to make sure your head is clean. And the way that I check to see if my head is clean is I usually just do a scratch test. I wash my hands and I scratch my head, and I make sure that under my nails or on my hand, there's no lotion or brown grime or anything that looks dirty in my hands. But the thing to make sure that you are totally clean and exfoliated in your head is using an exfoliator. And that either is using a scrub or an exfoliating lotion or wash like Noxzema, or you can use an actual bristle brush. There's one that we sell on our site that's a simple one. The brushes are a little rougher, and there's less brushes that you can rub on your head in a circular motion. And what that is doing is it's just flaking off any dead skin cells. And if you want to see just closely, you'll see that there are white skin cells, just dandruff on here before you shave. All right, but the one that I really love is the whisker, and we've partnered up with them because this is an amazing invention. The whisker has even finer bristles all throughout, and it has different textures, so softer bristles and harder bristles. When you're using the whisker, you can take it and you can find the bristle that you like, and you can start rubbing it on your head, right? You want to rub it on all of your head and make sure that you're getting all the grime and dirt and dead skin cells off of your head. So I'm gonna show you how important this thing is. I could even see flakes flaking off already. It might look like Christmas. And that's a good thing, because you do not want these things to plow back into your pores and irritate them. Look at that. Oh, geez. Wow, it's Christmas out here. Looks like a snow globe. All right, guys, so this is why you use an exfoliation brush. If you do not exfoliate your head, this is the stuff that you're pushing into the pores as you shave. Shaving is actually wounding your head. You're actually shaving your skin and your hair, so your head is wounded. Imagine having a scratch that's a little bit bloody on your hand, and then you just go grab some dirt and throw it into that scratch, and you don't tend to it. Of course it's gonna irritate. So that's why you get redness, inflammatory symptoms, or you get an ingrown hair, because your skin starts to grow back to have a scab, and then your hair is trying to make its way through a pore. But now that you have this scab because you hurt your head and you infected it, the hair tries to turn around and find another place to go. And that's why you end up with bumps, razor bumps and ingrown hairs. Make sure you exfoliate. That's the number one thing. exfoliate. So after you're done exfoliating, your head is ready to shave. So once you're ready to shave, you have two choices. With the Bald Buddy Rotary Shaver or any rotary shaver that you use, you can use it dry or you can use it wet. I prefer to use my rotary shaver wet. Wet means that I'm using it with water and shaving cream, or I'm using it in the shower. The Bald Buddy is IPX water resistant, so you can use it in the shower and you can wash it with your faucet. But there's also another way you can shave dry. And shaving dry means that you're simply just, after you've exfoliated and cleaned your head, you're ready to go and you just shave without water. Let me tell you the difference. If you have coarse hair, when I say coarse hair, think about someone who has curly textured hair or rougher grained hair. Now, we're gonna talk about this more on a cultural side. If you are from the Middle East, if you are from Africa, if you are from an area where most of the people have curlier textured thick hair, then you should be shaving your head wet with shaving cream. Why? Because that hair being coarser is gonna pierce your skin more when it's trying to find its way through the pore after you shave. The more you use shaving cream to soothe and soften your hair, the easier that hair is not gonna irritate you. If you have fine hair and you have never needed to put lotion on your skin in your life, and primarily that's gonna be for the white male or the white female who has finer hair, then you can probably shave your head dry, all right? And shaving dry is as simple as, you grab this thing and you shave your head. Majority of the United States shaves their head dry. But myself, I need to shave my hair wet. So I'm gonna do this video where I'm talking about shaving your hair wet, because during shaving your hair wet, the steps of shaving your hair wet encompasses the steps of shaving your hair dry. So after I've exfoliated with my exfoliation brush, that was the pre-step. Then I'm gonna find a shaving cream that has a soothing factor, and it also has a softening factor. So our shaving cream at the Cut Buddy softens your hair and soothes your hair through the ingredients that we've used. Eucalyptus and willow bark and some other stuff like jojoba. That really makes things a more soothing, smooth shave. But there are many shaving creams that you may prefer to use. What I will say is make sure your shaving cream is not too thick, all right? And if it is thick, you want to water down that shaving cream. And by watering down, I mean taking a bead of a thicker shaving cream and grabbing some water, whether it be from your faucet or from a cup, and rubbing it into your hand and really lathering and watering down the shaving cream, right? Why do I want to water down shaving cream, right? I want to water down shaving cream because a rotary shaver, or any shaver, if the shaving cream is too thick, then the shaver is going to be eating a lot of shaving cream, and it's like running a turbine in a milkshake. It's not going to be as effective, so you want to water down your shaving cream. So now that I've put shaving cream on my head, I've watered it down. Sometimes what I will do is I will go ahead and try and spread it with the exfoliating brush a little bit so it gets into the nooks and crannies, and it really softens down my hair, right? So now I'm softening my hair and it's ready to shave. The main thing as you start to shave your head is you want heat as well. So a lot of us will shave our head in the shower because you'll get a lot of steam and heat, and that will open up your pores and soften the hairs, and it'll make the job for your shaver or your clipper or your trimmer or whatever you're using, your razor, a lot easier to slice through a hair that's conditioned and softer. So it's always best to use warm water or a warm towel or warm shaving cream to soften your hair. I have a little bit of warm water here, and I'm gonna lather up my shaving cream Our shaving cream also softens up your hair, so it's a double action. Warm water, hot water, and some shaving cream. All right, so with the Bald Buddy, you have this ergonomic handle, right? And with the ergonomic handle, all you're gonna have to do is grab it wherever you're comfortable, and you're gonna press this power button, all right? You have a shaving head that's already attached. All you need to do is shave. Now, the most important thing about shaving with an actual rotary shaver is to listen to the rotary shaver. This thing isn't a motor that's gonna make it through an apocalypse. This is a motor you have to take care of. It's a small motor and battery. So shave your head and listen to your shaver. Your shaver eats hair, and that hair goes behind hair, and then it finally spills its way out after a while. But it eats hair, and if you don't listen to your shaver can get full and bogged down, and the motor will stop to tell you, hey, clean me. And that's why we've provided you a cleaning cup and rinse stand with all your Bald Buddies. You're gonna start shaving your head, you're gonna listen to your shaver, and as it bogs down and says, I'm getting full of hair and shaving cream, you're gonna wash it in a cup, or you're gonna wash it in the faucet. So are you guys ready to shave? I'm ready to shave. Bald Buddy has a battery indicator. We're gonna shave by starting with back and forth motion, and then we're gonna do a circular motion, all right? So here I'm doing the preliminary pass where I'm doing a back and forth motion. You're gonna listen to your shaver. Is it getting full or not? This shaver's still rocking through. Up and down, up and down. I make sure that I spend more time on the back of my head. Why do I spend more time on the back of my head? Because that hair is usually coarser than all the rest of the hair, so it takes a little more effort. Notice how I'm holding the shaver. Like this. You can hold it like this, you can hold it like this, or you can hold it like this. I like to do a little hybrid and keep my index finger right here so that I get a little more control. You know, think about it like an eraser on paper. That's all you're doing is erasing hair on your head. Now I'm gonna transition to the circular motion, all right? After a few seconds, I typically want to give my shaver a break, so I'll go ahead and dip it in this cup. All right. What it's doing is all the hair that has been captured inside of hair and all the shaving cream will now get thrown up into this cleaning cup and rinse stand. And after I do that, I will go back to shaving. When I want to get a little more focused on what I'm doing, I'll go into a grab like this, where two of my fingers are holding over here just so I can get a little more control, all right? Spend about 2 minutes shaving your head, then go back and feel some areas to see if you got all the areas. Here's where a lot of people complain about rotary shavers is they will run the shaver for 2 minutes and then they'll wash their head and they'll go in the mirror and be like, oh, this thing sucks, it didn't work. No. I'm not gonna be one of those other companies that say you're gonna get a 30-second shave and wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna be one of those people that say you need to spend 4 to 5 minutes shaving. Why? Because you're gonna do a preliminary pass for 2 to 3 minutes that I just did. Then you're gonna check yourself in the mirror, feel your head to see if you've gotten all the spots. If you did not get all the spots, rub in some more shaving cream in the areas that still need focus, and then you get back to work. As simple as that. Don't let any companies lie to you. Shaving is still a task. You still have to do the work to make sure your head looks bald and beautiful. So now I'm more focusing on the areas that I felt, and you could even take your finger as you shave and say, oh, I need to get hair a little bit more. Oh, I need to get hair. I feel a little bit of hair over here. What you don't want to do is overshave your head. If you overshave your head, then you're gonna get a little bit more irritation. Now, here's a big question that people ask me. Oh, the back of my neck is irritated from rotary shavers. Well, you have two options. You use a trimmer on your neck hair and you don't use a rotary shaver, or you be very light with the way you treat your neck. Your neck is more sensitive, I get it. Just run this bad boy like this. Just a quick whoop, 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 and you're done. Don't do any more to the back of your neck or else you might have the Rice Krispies. Simple as that. When you're done shaving, run your shaver into the cup and clean out any hair. Let it dry. Pour out all the crap. Put your shaver up and you're good to go. Now, let's talk about if you shave dry, you're probably not gonna have any water anywhere nearby. So you're gonna wanna open up these heads when you hear your shaver bog down, or if it sticks, you're gonna wanna open up these heads and you're gonna wanna run this under a faucet, or you're gonna wanna just blow out the hair or take a toothbrush and just clean this out. And you wanna open up all of these blades and you wanna close them back. These blades are 90-degree open and close. They are not 180 degrees. A lot of you will open up the blades and try and open this bad boy all the way here. That's gonna break it. I mean, can you open up the doors of your car 180 degrees? No. With this, it's the same thing. You're opening the door 90 degrees. Do not open it past 90 degrees or it will break. Then you clean it, close it back up. You're good to go after that, all right? So after you shave your head, the important thing is post-shave prep. You're gonna take a towel, all right? And you're just gonna lightly wipe off your head, right? And you know what? I really do not like using a towel for a lot. I usually just take water from the shower and let it wash my hair, right? If you do have a towel, make sure that towel is like a wash rag where it's not, the fibers aren't going on your skin and irritating your skin. Try and get one that doesn't have many fibers, all right? That will irritate your skin less, all right? So after you wipe your head, you want to air dry. Let your hair air dry, right? I'll take about 2 minutes really, because it's not like you're drying out a bunch of hair. You're just drying out a bald head. And once you've done that, that's where the third most important thing comes, and that's the post-shave regimen, right? With the post-shave regimen, what you want to do is you want to have a really good aftershave spray, and then you want to have a good butter after to moisturize your skin and bring back that moisture and protect your skin. And then lastly, which is something that a lot of people don't do, is you want to protect your head. When you get a cut, you put a Band-Aid on, right? Well, have a do-rag or a hair tie, and if that's weird and your kids are gonna make fun of you for wearing a hair tie in the house, just make sure you have silk sheets or silk things that you're laying on, or even leather couches are better. You do not wanna put your head on cotton or rub your head against something that's fibrous, because it's gonna catch against all the wound that you have and it's gonna irritate your head. Let's talk about some of our post-shave products. We have the post-shave irritation spray. It's gonna have a little bit of alcohol. It's gonna have citrus characteristics. It's gonna have salicylic acid and some other things that'll help you from getting irritated. Listen, this thing's gonna burn when you put it on. You have a wound that you're trying to help. Just like when you cut your skin, you put an alcohol swab or you put some type of thing that makes it sting a lot. It's fine. It's gonna sting for 3-5 seconds. You're gonna be good. So spray it on. Ah! I'm just playing with you. It doesn't hurt. So you spray that on, then you let it dry. This is gonna save you big time, because what that is killing any germs that are left over. It's like really hitting your head and shocking it, and the pores are like, oh, what's going on? This is a little bit alcohol-y. Let's pucker up. And it puckers up and your pores start to close. And during all of this, a secret that people do is they put this in the fridge for a cold spray. After you've done this, you have two choices from us, or any choice that you have for aftershave butter. Don't use a thick lotion. Don't use a very thin lotion. Don't use any lotion, because some of the fragrances and things may irritate you. But we've made a post-shave butter that's pretty cool. It has all these things like ginger, witch hazel, willow bark, and shea nut. With this, you want to take some of it, and what I'll tell people is you want to blot it on, right? You want to blot it on. Cake it on. That's how you do ointment. You don't rub it on with thin layers, all right? There's our butter, all right? You can use that. That works great. But if you're really trying to get quick with it and get something that's going to work and keep you from irritation quickly, the Bump Buddy. This is my go-to. This stuff right here, man, I don't know what I'll do for this. I'm addicted to this stuff. I don't know if they put some special stuff in here. This is the best stuff ever. Take a thin layer of this. You actually don't need to blot this one on. This one just needs a thin layer because it's almost like an ointment. This one is actually like ointment that you're putting on your head, right? And as soon as you put it on your head, within 30 minutes, you're gonna feel a difference of how your skin feels. And then you're gonna get addicted to it for the rest of your life, I'm telling you. So even if you don't use the Bald Buddy, you wanna use the Bump Buddy. Blot it on, put my stuff on. My head is still wounded. I'm gonna put a hair tie on, or when I go to sleep, I'm gonna sleep with silk sheets or silk pillowcases, all right? This is our do-rag from Nick Wavy, the Nick Wavy collection. You put this on. If you wear the flap out, you an OG. If you put the flap in, you a young G, all right? So put this on, let all this good stuff boil and marinate for an hour to two, then you take it off and you're ready to go. And that's that, folks. So I took off the hair tie, and a lot of you guys say, you know, show us the aftercut. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you. This is how close, come on, get on in close. This is how close a rotary shaver gets. And no, I didn't go in the bathroom and use a normal razor. I'm not petty like that, all right? And anybody that says, oh, there's still in some of the back of your head, I have a whole tattoo on the back of my head. It works. I've been using my own products for many years. Live the Bald Buddy lifestyle. Love you guys. Take care now.